Hello and welcome back to step-by-step GuitarTuition.com. This is the third lesson in the Step 1 module for improvers, and in this lesson I'll be teaching you how to play a 2-octave major and minor arpeggio. In the beginners module I explained that an arpeggio is the notes of a chord played in succession. Also I explained that the three notes of a major arpeggio are the first, third and fifth intervals of the major scale, and that the three notes of a minor arpeggio are the first, third and fifth intervals of a minor scale. The difference between the two arpeggios is all in the third note, which in a minor arpeggio is flattened or lowered one semitone. This is called a minor third or a flattened third. And it's this interval which gives the chord or arpeggio its distinctive minor sound when the three notes are played together. To recap, the intervals of a major arpeggio are root, third and fifth note, and the intervals of a minor arpeggio are root, minor third or flattened third and fifth. You'll find an explanation of that in your lesson notes, and also tab and diagrams which will help you to understand more clearly. Firstly, let's go over the 1-octave major arpeggio that we looked at in the beginners module. That goes like this: root, third, fifth, octave. What I'm going to do now is extend the arpeggio into the next octave like this: root, third, fifth, root, third, fifth. Although it looks as though I'm playing a lot more notes, I'm still actually only playing three notes: the root, third and fifth note of the major scale, and then the root, third and fifth note again in the next octave, and then finishing on the root note 2 octaves higher. Remember, an octave is an eighth note of the major scale. Now let me show you that in close-up. Start with your second finger on the 5th fret, bottom E string. That's your root note. Then you got your major third, which is 4th fret on the A. You've got your perfect fifth, which is the 7th fret on the A string. And then on the 4th string you've got your octave, or your root note. The 6th fret on the 3rd string, that's your major third. The 5th fret on your 2nd string, that's your perfect fifth, and then roll up onto the top string, 5th fret, octave, and back down. In the beginners module I explained about how you can move scale and arpeggio patterns up and down the fingerboard to play in different keys. Let's try it with this pattern. If you move the arpeggio up the fingerboard 2 frets to the 7th fret, so that your second finger is over the 7th fret, and play the same pattern, this arpeggio is now called the B major arpeggio, and this is because the note that you're starting on is the note B. Now if you move up the board another fret so that your second finger is over the 8th fret and play the same pattern again, this is a C major arpeggio starting on the note C. And if you move up another 2 frets to the 10th, you have the D major arpeggio. And if you move up another 2 notes to the 12th, you have an E major arpeggio. And if you move down to say the 3rd fret, playing from the 3rd, that's the note G. So you have G major arpeggio. Now let's try that with a 1-octave minor arpeggio, starting with the one that we learned in the beginners module: root, minor third, perfect fifth, octave. And then if we extend that up into the next octave, it looks like this. And although it looks like I'm playing a lot more notes, I'm still actually only playing the root, minor third, fifth, and then in the next octave the root, minor third, fifth, and then finishing on the root note 2 octaves higher. Now let me show you that in close-up. Start at the 5th fret on the 6th string, that's your root. Then you've got your minor third, which is at the 8th fret, your perfect fifth on the A string, which is 7th fret. Then you've got your octave on the D string, which is 7th fret. On the G string, you've got your minor third at the 5th fret. Then you've got 5th fret on the 2nd string, perfect 5th interval, and then octave on the top string, and then back down. Now let's try playing the minor arpeggio in different positions. If you move up the fingerboard 2 frets so that your first finger is over the 7th fret, play the arpeggio pattern from there. Because you're starting on a B note, that's now a B minor arpeggio. And if you move up to the 8th fret C, play the same pattern, you have a C minor arpeggio. And at the 10th fret, a D minor arpeggio. And at the 12th you have an E minor arpeggio. And then at the 3rd fret you have G minor arpeggio. It's important for any musician to master a wide range of scales and arpeggios, as they not only develop your coordination and dexterity, but perhaps more importantly they help you to understand the theory of music and unlock the guitar fingerboard, which in turn will give you much more freedom to play and create music. Arpeggios are especially useful for playing guitar solos, as they give you the ability to select the right notes that will harmonise much more melodically with the chords that you're playing over. I look forward to seeing you in lesson 4, where I'll be showing you how to play some chord sequences using E-shape, major and minor bar chords that you learned at the beginning of this module, and also different time signatures. So I'll see you then.